Hi. All right, my name is Monica Tuka, and we're going to be talking about cloning because cloning is awesome. Okay, well, it's not awesome, but it gets a little crazy, but it's something that could lead to so many things. Okay, so we're going to be talking about that. So, what is the topic? So, in biology, cloning is a process of producing similar populations of genetically identical individuals. Where it gets a little more complicated, that's where it leads to biotechnology, okay? So, why did I choose cloning? It's because cloning could lead to so many mind boggling possibilities for humans, for just technology, and for just the whole world, okay? We could use it for so many things, and I'll get to that in a minute, all right? It's always been a topic of interest for many people. It's also been a topic that leads to so many controversies. Like, for example, in 1997, when Dolly the sheep was first cloned, it led to the concern and many controversies of human cloning. And that's where it gets very complicated. Which is the creation of a genetically identical copy of an existing or previously existing human being. And previously existing human being, we're talking about like making an exact person that's like already dead. So that's kind of crazy. All right. So what is the current state of knowledge? So we got two things that actually happened for human cloning, which is the first human hybrid clone was created in November 1998 and then was destroyed. Okay, and then we have the first five human embryos using DNA from adult skin cells. That was created in January 2008. And like I said, we will be talking about all the controversies, which is many scientific organizations recommend banned research on further human cloning, sorry, not clothing, jeez, human cloning research, because every time we try to figure something out, it leads to even something that's even more beyond that. It's inhumane, if you know what I mean. Yes, it's just, like I said, mind boggling. And then some worry that human clones could be abused in our society if we tend to use them. We will be treating them kind of like second class citizens, which is pretty messed up and which could lead to them hating us and maybe going into war with us. And we don't want that. On the other hand, there's people who love human cloning. They love the idea of human cloning, and I get it because it could give couples the possibility to have a baby if they can't produce children. Okay, I could see that. I could see how that's an advantage. Others speak in favor of cloning for the purpose of medical organ donation. For those who have organ failures, we could instantly just make a new organ for them and just implant it on them, and they're alive. You know what I mean? There's so many disadvantages and advantages of cloning. And last but not least, what are the future directions of cloning? So I was actually doing some research. They're actually studying how to how to make babies from skin cells, and that is insane because you could pretty much take a male skin cell and another male skin cell and then make a baby out of them. But then that's weird because it's still like human cloning. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean that process is called IVG. I had to write that down because the G stands for gametogenesis. Yeah, in vitro gametogenesis. And that is a process that is usually only used in mice, but we're trying to use it on humans, and that is one of the future directions of cloning. Okay, it's pretty much just saying within a decade or two, researchers say scientists will likely be able to create a baby from human skin cells that have been coaxed to grow into eggs and sperm and used to create embryos to implant in a womb. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for cloning. I have nothing else. I kind of just went through all my notes. I wrote a lot of notes, but I read it within, 4 minutes? Oh my god, 4 minutes? Wow. I thought this was going to be harder than usual. Alright, thank you. Yeah, like I said, my name is Monica Tuka, and we just talked about cloning.